Right.
We got his
We
attention,
got him.
finally.
Got Rob.
Yay.
Cool.
Yay! So, welcome to our podcast, Rob.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Okay,
Put it up to his
remember
face.
this-
I've never interviewed before.
Are we being filmed also?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah.
both.
The first one that's been filmed.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's do this.
Awesome.
All right.
We didn't think we were gonna be able to interview you until like way down the road.
Really?
We were speculating.
I know
couple
this
of
guy.
podcasts back.
I've been waiting to be invited. It just hasn't really happened. But
Oh.
Thanks a lot, Harrison.
Making us look bad.
No, we're making Harrison like that.
I'm bad at that.
yeah, apparently. Okay, let's. What's first?
Well,
He had some questions, but we're not very organized.
Spot.
Did you get a chance to read the new Detective 13 yet?
Oh, Layman's?
Yeah.
No, not yet. He sends me PDFs of it beforehand. All of them without words. So I don't know what any of he's good with dialogue. I have no idea what any of the characters are saying. It looks good. I've been surprised they've been allowing him to get away with what he wants to get away with. Just because, he's generally a lot more of a fun writer than DC Comics allows. Because DC likes to rape and stuff like that. They're not really fun.
Dark and
Yeah, they're
They're
pretty
into
dark.
rape.
But no, I haven't read it yet. I've heard good things.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Cool.
So we're almost at the halfway point of 2.
Yeah. 30 comes out next month. I'll be finishing it in 2-3 weeks. And yeah, we're going to 60. That'll be another 3 or 4 years ish. So yeah, we're rolling.
That's
when is
awesome.
29 out?
29 comes out this week, the Wednesday.
Oh, sweet.
Sweet. So pick it up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I was.
What made you decide to do the spin-off with Poyo?
Everyone liked him, and we get to do things with Poyo that we can't do in the normal series, like have him fight giant robots. And yeah, I mean, he's just a ridiculous character, and we introduced him back in issue 8 a few years ago, and he was just it was supposed to be a one joke, but everyone, and he was only in maybe a page or two. And everyone's like, "Oh my God, that character's the greatest ever!" He didn't do anything. He literally just sat in a
there.
cage the entire first issue, but everyone loved him.
That's actually I'm catching up right now. I'm
Right.
totally ashamed of myself, but that's where I'm at. I'm in the second trade,
Okay.
and that's where I've left off is his introduction.
Right.
So yeah, it was just I'm like, there he is, because of course everybody talks about him all the time.
Yeah. So, but every time we introduced him again, it just got crazier. It started with him just in the cage. Just the concept of having a rooster wearing a luchador mask, just blew people away. People who had no idea what she was would see the cover with Poyo on it, and they would just see it, and I'd see the comment section. They'd be like, "Oh my God, is that chicken wearing a luchador mask? That's the greatest thing ever." So people really, really dug it. So every time we brought him in again, it just got crazier and crazier and crazier. The next time he's there, he rips a guy's eye out, and then he rips a guy's heart out, and he torpedoes through a guy's head. It just gets crazier and crazier.
Or more
the,
awesome.
The
and more
torpedo
awesome.
through the head happened in
Yeah,
the first Poyo issue, right?
Yeah, that was in the one.
That was such a funny one. I loved how. I'm bad at this. You shouldn't have given me the mic. You should give me a headset so I could look like an NFL sportscaster.
This is his plan to get a headset next time.
Yeah.
But the Michael Bay in the Hall of Fame in hell.
The Hell of Fame.
The Hell of Fame. Yeah, that was
me.
really funny.
Layman didn't get it because he's not plugged in. All the pop culture stuff is all me.
okay.
He's not really plugged into modern day. He's all Legos and Warcraft. I'm more into the movie stuff, and I like making fun of. I like bad things. I like the movie Commando is my favorite movie. So I thought it'd be hilarious to have a Hell of Fame. There's the devil, and then he has a gallery of all of the worst people in hell. So there's Osama, and there's Dick Cheney, and then there's Michael Bay. So I thought just having that progression by itself would be a pretty good joke, because the idea of Michael Bay being on equal footing with Obama bin Laden seemed insane to me. And he didn't get it. He's like, "Who's that guy?" That's Michael Bay. And he's
That's
like,
really
oh, okay,
funny.
whatever. And then everyone got it instantly. So, yeah.
Yeah, some
I love
people
how you
appreciate
have in Chu's daughter's room. She has the posters of
Kirkman.
Robert Kirkman.
Yeah, that was
hilarious.
Layman. That was Layman's idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was actually going to put Kirkman and the publisher of Image, Eric Stevenson, because he's kind of like, he's not emo, but he's hipster-ish. I was going to put him in there too and just have like Dreamboat, but I refrained and we just went all Kirkman.
Sweet. What makes you put like some of the references is just stuff that like pops in your head when
Pretty
you're...
much.
Okay.
I mean, it was kind of inspired by the comic Watchmen. Like Watchmen has tons of like little background things that kind of reinforce the world of Watchmen without dialogue or without anything else. You see a newspaper that says like, Rorschach terrorizes or beats up a guy or whatever, and like that reinforces like there is a three-dimensional world within the comic. So I figured like, what if we do that with Chew, but like with stupid, retarded things, with just because it's a humorous book. It's a book where like,
We'll get you next.
things like homicidal roosters like kind of run rampant. So what if we like have like those silly things in there to complement it, and like people seem to love it. I mean,
Yeah, it's really awesome.
yeah.
Once,
Is there
oh,
going
go
to be
ahead.
anything special for like the halfway point, the 30th issue?
Yeah, we're doing for issue 15, which is a quarter point. We did a trifold cover, like a poster cover. We're doing that again for 30. A few extra pages, but it's going to be our most hardcore issue so far. Like everything has kind of been building to this point. Like we haven't really had like a lot of like villains, quote unquote, in the book. Like it's been like really kind of like people think of Chew as the funny book. Like it's the funny book. Funny things happen in Chew. It's like makes me happy. But it's basically the bad guys show up, and it's like really hardcore. And it's basically something happens in it that will launch us towards the end of the book. It propels the entire like next 30 issues. And
So
that's
there's going to be an end of the book.
exciting.
Then. Is that what you're saying?
It's a little
the end
sad.
of what?
The end.
Oh, there is an end. Yeah.
There's gonna be an
Yeah, there's a big time ending, and a lot of people don't make it out alive. So like,
Oh my goodness.
it's gonna be pretty hardcore.
You're like Stephen Moffat right now. Yeah, the Doctor Who writer. He says things like that, and then just leaves it at that. And everyone,
I can't say it's gonna be like a happy ending. It is what it is. But yeah, it's gonna be big, and it's probably gonna freak people out.
Nice.
I'm like really nervous now.
I know, me
Yeah.
too.
Thank you for that.
Well, it's funny because I mean we projected like what was gonna happen, like how our audience would react to certain things in the book. Like we knew like once they received us as like the funny book, that we'd go through a phase where people would around issue like 25, 26, people would be like, where is this going? Like where is the big plot going? And people kind of have gotten a little antsy around like issue 28. Like, where's this going? Like, where's this arc going? Because it doesn't seem to have any direction. But and we saw that coming like a mile away. 30 kind of like is a slap in the face that says like, this is a real thing we're doing. Like this is like a real story. Like this isn't just like comedy. There's more to this, and it's gonna freak people out pretty good.
I'm excited for
I'm
that.
really excited. Oh.
Yeah.
I
So,
felt like knots in my
Image
stomach.
Comics tweeted the other day an article about Chew being a series.
Yeah. What we're doing, we're developing a TV show for Showtime.
Okay.
It's been in development for a while, for about a year and a half ish.
That's awesome.
We've had various writers come and go. We had writers from the show Eureka. They were good. They didn't really work out. So like now we have this new writer who's like the young up and coming guy. He has like a bunch of scripts from the Blacklist, which is the Blacklist is like unproduced Hollywood scripts that are really, really awesome, that eventually do get picked up because they get on the Blacklist. He's that guy, a guy named Brian Duffield. So he basically sought out Chew because he's a big fan of it, of the comic. He sought out Showtime and said like, I want to write this. So he wrote it, and it's awesome. It's like way more accurate to the book than you would imagine.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, we're waiting on like network notes and that kind of thing, and we'll see what happens.
Dang,
So
that's
will
gonna be
Pollo
cool.
be in the show?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know, like, if we have the budget for, like, a CG rooster, because, like, that's the only way it would work. It
Yeah,
would have to
pretty
be.
much.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
I'd like to see that actually happen in real life. Like, I don't know.
In real life, or like
Him, like
on the TV show?
you know, killing people and stuff the way you guys have been describing.
You would like to see that in real life?
Yes.
Okay.
Just on the streets.
I want the
Rooster just running rampant.
I want the guy from
Just-
Harold and Kumar to be Chew, the Asian guy.
Oh.
be
Yeah.
awesome. Star Trek, yeah.
Yeah, what is his name?
Uh,
I forget his name. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
He could
His
be a
first
good
name
Chew.
We'll
Harold,
put
maybe?
a link to his
no,
IMDb.
Harold is the guy. I don't
That
remember
guy.
his name.
Yeah.
Sorry, guy.
Sorry, guy.
So, do you read comics regularly, or are you just kind of focused?
A little. I mean, I kind of there's very few that I keep up with. I mean, I keep up mostly in trade. Lock and Key is probably, Lock and
great
Key is
one.
definitely my favorite. Other than that, Walking Dead I keep up in trade. Though I don't know if I can read it after reading issue 100 because it was so depressing.
Oh,
Other than that, I mean, I'm reading Batman, Scott Snyder's Batman, which is kind of, it's been hit and miss with me. Other than that, Manhattan Projects from Image, Saga from Image, and that's
Saga's
pretty
really
much
good.
it.
You said you're a fan of Watchmen, so you haven't been following before Watchmen.
Oh God, no,
No.
absolutely not.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's pretty hard to.
I mean, comics as a whole is kind of like fan fiction. I mean, with the stuff, with the characters that were created, 30, 40, 50 years ago. I mean, it's not Stan Lee writing these things anymore. So now it's just like fan fiction. It's
Right.
like, hey, what happens when we take Spider-Man and we like mix him up with the devil and undo his marriage? That would be great. That's comics in a nutshell. And that's
Yeah.
like before Watchmen's the same thing. I can't read it.
Did you hear what they're
it's pretty
doing
bad.
with Spider-Man?
Which part of it?
Amazing Spider-Man.
Marvel now.
No, it's
They're
it's
ending
Superior Spider-Man now.
They're ending
Oh, yeah.
it on issue 700, and then Peter Parker is not going to be Spider-Man anymore.
He'll be it again eventually.
Yeah.
It's
I
only a
mean,
matter of time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yo, trust me. Like a year from now, you'd be like, "Did you hear? Peter Parker's gonna be Spider-Man again, and he's married to Mary J again. Like
It's all gonna go
it's
back
gonna
to
happen
normal.
again,
lazy.
I'm all depressed now.
Well, they killed Professor Xavier, so
He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
eventually he'll come back.
Everyone
Did
comes
you see
back.
Did you read the ending of Marvel Now? Uncanny Avengers.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
We're just talking
Can
about
I say that, or is that like a spoiler warning?
This is coming out next week.
Yeah,
they
it's
haven't
been
read
out.
it by now.
It will have been out for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say it. I mean,
Say
if you
it.
guys
Do
don't
it.
mind.
Spoiler.
The end of Uncanny Avengers is Red Skull with Professor X's brain. So they saved his brain.
Oh,
So it's only a matter of time until he like comes back or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like in like an awesome floating like in a jar?
It's coming. No, I think the end is actually like it used. Yeah, it's a full page, and like he literally just like pulled it out of his skull. or
oh, so
something.
it's just
Yeah.
That's
holders.
awesome.
He's just holding it.
Oh, okay.
I love the Red
skin,
Skull.
The skin from his head is like pinned to the back of a board, and it's pretty gross.
Really gross.
Sounds a little.
I mean, it's a little heavy.
I don't know. There's some parts in Chew that are pretty heavy too. It's like
Yeah. But the thing is, I think with us, I mean, we're not. It's not a comic for kids. It's not superheroes. I think there's a line that kind of has been crossed with superhero comics, especially like, what was it? Not Final Crisis. Oh man, I forget the freaking name of it. Identity Crisis.
Oh, okay.
Did
Yeah.
you guys read that?
Yeah.
Okay, it's for the best. No, Identity Crisis is it's the entire plot of it, and I don't think it ever got marked mature. Like it had no mature rating on it, but it's Superman and Batman. Like so, you think like, oh, it's for kids, it's awesome. Except like the whole plot of it is like the elongated
Ant-Man.
man's wife gets
Oh,
raped.
yeah.
By a supervillain, and it's a plot.
Elongated man.
That is the backbone of the story, and it's like not marked for kids. I mean, it's not. There's nothing in it that says like it's not for kids.
Oh no.
So like it's a little dark, so much.
No more comics code.
No, yeah.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, we kind of established that like we're not for kids. Like, my son's almost 2 now, and he's not gonna be reading Chew for a good 50 years. It's gonna be a long time.
Any more questions, guys?
Um,
I'm good.
Is your son picking up any artist skills
Yeah,
at this young age right now?
Yes, he is, and I've not been pushing it on him. No, I've gone out of my way to not push it. But he's like, he's really into drawing, and like he's out in our driveway with chalk every day, like covered from head to toe in chalk, like just drawing all over the place. So yeah, he's kind of picking it up, I guess.
So any bionic roosters or?
No, he's really into helicopters.
There you go.
Yeah, helicopters and trains. And chickens. He does like drawing chickens. He does like drawing chickens.
Maybe you can make a series with him like Axe Cop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know about Axe Cop?
I do. Yeah, and maybe. I mean, it would probably sell. I mean, if Axe Cop sells, I'm sure I could pull it off.
So if you guys see a driveway with like a helicopter and a chicken drawn next to it, you know it's Rob's place.
Yeah.
I'd buy it.
That'll be the comic. It'll be a helicopter driving a chicken driving a helicopter on a choo-choo train.
Sounds good.
For like 6 issues.
Yeah. I'd read it. It's gold.
Oh man.
All right.
Sweet.
I gotta go.
But thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah,
we
sure.
hope that we'll have you again.
Yeah. Just ask this guy to ask me, and we'll hook
He
that up.
doesn't remember things.
I'll remember this time.
Right.
I promise.
Like every week. I'll just start asking you. So when am I gonna be on the show?
Yeah.
Yes, that's
There
it.
you go.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Yes.
much. Donnie, you can come.
Yeah,